headphones are there just in case anyone speaks German to you, but they should all be in English, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thanks for joining us, guys. Here with Reece James, preview tomorrow night's UEFA Champions League fixture with Bayern Munich. We'll follow the same format as we did with the manager. So if you'd like to raise your hand if you've got a question, and we'll get the mic passed to you. Who would like to kick us off? Yeah, Gary Cottrell on Sky Sports.
Reece, hello, thanks for your time. Loads of big days and nights in your career, but to be captaining Chelsea in the Champions League away at Bayern Munich, how big a night is that for you?
No, it's a great night for me, something I've dreamt of, since a little boy playing in this competition. And then to captain him and walk out at such a historic stadium tomorrow is an amazing feeling.
Yeah, Matt, down the front.
Hello, Reece. I think Ben Chilwell moving to Strasbourg a couple of weeks ago meant that you're the last remaining player from the Champions League winning team. I think they've all gone now. Were you aware of that? And how does that feel? It shows the amount of change at the club, but you've remained a constant.
Yeah, I was aware. Over the years, they've, slowly started to go and to leave the club. And it's obviously difficult, the club's had lots of change, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad thing. If you look at last season, we qualified for this competition and we, went on to achieve 2 trophies. So I'll definitely say, with all the change, we started probably slow. But last season, I think we come on leaps and bounds.
Do you have like a WhatsApp group of the Champions League winning team? Do you all have something special that ties you together to keep in touch or anything?
No, there's no WhatsApp group, but it's always special when we cross paths and see each other.
Simon, back down the front. Sorry.
Hey Reece, I don't know whether you remember pre-season last year, you were asked a question right near the end of a press conference out in America, what your goal for the season was, and you replied to stay on the pitch. I think it was in reference to your injury issues possibly. Just wondering what your goal for the season is this year. Is it the same or is it something different?
No, I wouldn't say my goal is the same. I've been on the pitch a while now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. And no, we want to compete at the highest level, and compete in the Premier League for all the domestic trophies and the Champions League as well. And I believe we have a super strong team, and that will be our targets this season.
Nizar, back down the front.
Hi Reece, I wanted to ask you how strange or interesting is it going to be facing Nicolas Jackson again? He might be kind of directly up against you at times as well. So how will that feel? And what kind of player was he for Chelsea, and what kind of player will he be for Bayern?
I know Nicolas, really well. He's an amazing player. Playing against him will be tough, but on the other hand, it will also help me out. I kind of know how he plays.
Jacob.
Hi Reece. Given what you did in the final against PSG, do you think that this team is capable of doing what you did back in 2021 and win this competition?
No, I think it's the start of a new season. It's still early. But no, I have no doubts in the club and the team's ability to go on to compete against the best teams in Europe and in the world. And we will take that week by week, game by game, and see where we come the end of the season.
And Jack.
It's just going back to Matt's point about 2021 and you being the last remaining player from that squad. What can you pass on to this group, and what experiences or moments from that campaign can you take to help in this one?
No, I think there was probably more to take in the campaigns which we got knocked out in last 16, last 8. I find you learn more when you don't come out on top. I played against these in 2019, I think, or 2020, and they destroyed us, in other words. And days like that, we learn a lot, and nights like that will help me, going into tomorrow's game.
Final one with Tom at the front.
Just following up on Nicolas, were you surprised to see him leave this summer, and do you think he's been missed or will be missed?
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't expect it to go, but I think the player wanted a solution. The club maybe wanted a solution as well. I'm not really sure how the whole situation came about, but no, he's an amazing player. Bayern have got a super good number 9 in him, and I wish him the best. Just not tomorrow night.
Perfect. Thanks all.
Thank you.